Sagt mal im Chat, ob das so okay ist in 20 Sekunden. Wahrscheinlich Delay. Ja, Google I.O. Ich bin gespannt.
Ja.
Ich würde ja echt gerne selbst mal zu Google I.O. gehen. Also.
Wo ist denn das gerade aktuell?
Mountain View. Das ist quasi da, wo Google auch ihr Headquarter hat.
Ich frag da gerade nach und da steht ja schon im Livestream.
Nee, das ist, das sind so random Stats. Du kannst von der ganzen Welt aus Blasen dahin werfen und das ist halt eine Stadt. Oder ein Bereich, woher Blasen kommen. Siehst du auch an den Seiten. Das ist so ein bisschen...
steht jetzt hier 6100 Bubbles von Mountain View.
Ja, die hatten gerade auch noch ein paar Statistiken mit Deutschland und alles. Das ist schon geil.
Ja, jeder mag seinen Blasen.
Das hatten die mal mit so Papierflieger gemacht. Da konntest du quasi auf jedem Papierflieger einen Stempel von deiner Stadt draufpacken. Oh. Mhm. Und dann hast du quasi den losgeschickt und andere haben den bekommen. So, was ist jetzt hier? Wieso habe ich jetzt Datenvolumen? Scheiße. Ich hab doch... Oh fuck, ich habe WLAN aus. Upsi. Ich gucke den Stream seit 5 Minuten über WLAN. So. Google I.O. Oh, Papier.
Okay. 10.
Aber wahrscheinlich, weil es 10 I.O.s sind. Ach nee. Oh.
Das ist ein Countdown.
Oh, die Lichter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Warte mal, war das nicht gerade irgendwie Tiltbrush?
Ja.
Schön.
Von Google. This is the history of an idea. Welcher denn? Oh nein, die haben doch nicht.
Oh nein, jemand klopft drauf rum.
Ist das der Lino? Mit seiner Salbe.
Ah ja, die Werbung. Oh nein!
Es ist Dr. Eggman.
Er hat halt nur Füße.
Oh, nicht dieser Song. Aber mit dem Song ist das sehr easy, einen guten Trailer zu machen.
Was ist das denn?
Das sind Eier.
Jetzt Google einen auf iPhone machen. Ich bin schon ruhig.
Ja, aber... Das sieht geil aus, aber warum? Guck mal, was machen die? Oh, der Style ist geil. Aber warum? Ich würde auch gern in so einem Style zeichnen. Oh nein, Ei!
Eieiei.
Merkst du vielleicht, dass ich... Oh Gott, hör auf zu winken. Merkst du vielleicht, dass ich in keinster Weise versuche, auf deine Wortwitze einzugehen? Einfach weil ich mir denke, nee. Oh, es ist Fleischschaben geworden. Jetzt wird ein Mensch draus. Es sind die Eier von Splatoon.
Jetzt ist da ein Portal.
Ist das Portal 2?
Das sieht jetzt einmal aus wie so ein Videospiel.
Ja, würde ich gerne machen oder sehen oder spielen.
Ja, du würdest auch gerne dieses Spiel machen.
Wenn ich eine Grafik halte oder irgendwie sowas, würde ich das machen, ja. Aber jetzt am Anfang eine Idee. Ist das ein allgemeiner I.O.-Trailer jetzt? Das ist, glaube ich, ein allgemeiner I.O. Das I ist das O und das andere ist ein A1. Oder? Ich meine, guck dir die an. Alright. Hört auf, in die Kamera zu winken. What will you ID become? Google I.O. Ja, der Stab ist der Slash. Guck, ja. Das war sehr clever.
Na gut.
Ich hab's erst bis zum Ende, oder erst, oh, da ist der, wie heißt der? Fuck, ich weiß nicht. Okay, Google. Wie heißt der CEO von Google?
Sundar Pichai 2.
Sundar Pichai 2.
Welcome to Google I.O.
Hi. Hi Sundar. Ach, da steht's ja auch.
Da steht jetzt auch schon dein Name.
I love you guys too.
I love you back.
Can't believe it's 1 year already. It's a beautiful day. We're being joined by over 7,000 people, and we are live streaming this as always to over 400 events in 85 countries. Last year was the 10th year since Google I.O. started, and so we moved it closer to home at Shoreline, back where it all began. Seems to have gone well. I checked the Wikipedia entry from last year. There were some mentions of sunburn. So
Selbe schreibt gerade,
we
dass ich immer
have
noch zu
plenty
leise
of
bin.
sunscreen all around. It's on us.
Okay, ich kann dich nicht mehr lauter machen. Guck mal, ob du dich bei Discord irgendwie lauter machen kannst.
It's been a
Oder
very
bei Windows
busy
oder
year
so.
since last year. No different from my 13 years at Google. That's because we've been focused ever more on our core mission of organizing the world's information, and we are doing it for everyone, and we approach it by applying deep computer science and technical insights to solve problems at scale. That approach has served us very, very well. This is what has allowed us to scale up 7 of our most important products
Da ist
and
YouTube.
platforms
YouTube ist gut.
to over 1 billion monthly active users each. And it's not just the scale at which these products are working. Users engage with them very heavily. YouTube not just has over 1 billion users, but every single day, users watch over 1 billion hours of videos on YouTube.
Das ist krass.
Google Maps.
Oh
Every
yeah.
single day, users navigate over
hörst dich ein
1
bisschen lauter
billion
an, ja.
kilometers with Google Maps. So the scale is inspiring
Hast du irgendwas
to see,
getan?
and there are other
Ja, ein
products
bisschen
approaching
hochgestellt.
this scale.
Okay.
We launched Google Drive 5 years ago, and today it is over 800 million monthly active users. And every single week, there are over 3 billion objects uploaded to Google Drive.
Das ist auch krass.
2 years ago, at Google I.O., we launched
Google hat
Photos
einfach die besten Produkte
as a way
irgendwie.
to organize users' photos using machine learning.
Google hat auch einfach
And
sehr viel
today,
Geld.
we are
um das
over
auch zu machen.
500
Weil sie die
million
besten
active
Produkte machen.
users. And every single day, users upload 1.2 billion photos to Google. So the scale of these products are amazing.
Frage mich gerade, wie so ein Leben ohne Google wäre.
Nicht so geil. Also natürlich, natürlich nutzen die viele Daten und sind natürlich dann auch stark dabei, deine Daten zu nutzen, um dir gute Werbung zu geben. Aber ganz ehrlich, ich habe lieber Werbung, die mich interessiert, als irgendwelche Random-Werbung und dazu dann noch richtig geile Apps und Sachen. Deswegen finde ich das gar nicht so dramatisch. Wenn ich nicht will, dass Leute das nicht wissen, dann packe ich es nicht irgendwie in Google Drive oder so.
Ja.
Mobile made us reimagine every product we were working on. We had to take into account that the user interaction model had fundamentally changed.
Hallo Akurama, kann man selber klar.
Location, identity, payments and so on.
Ganz ehrlich, komm mal einfach wirklich
In
klar.
an AI-first world, we are rethinking all our products.
Ich hoffe einfach nur, dass irgendwie Tobi nicht wieder random reinkommt. Weil ich habe jetzt alles auf 200% und dann wird mir das...
Tobi hat richtig, das wird nicht passieren.
Wer weiß. Er findet einen Weg.
Meinst du, der schleicht sich aus der Arbeit einfach so raus, um den Leistung zu schauen? Oder tut es einfach mitten auf der Arbeit?
Eventuell. Hey, ich habe letztens noch über RankBrain was gelesen. Das ist quasi der Algorithmus von Google.
Aha.
Had great reception. And so today we are excited that we are rolling out Smart Reply to over 1 billion users of Gmail. It works really well. Here's a sample email. If you get an email like
Ja, das gab's schon bei Allo und das war auch ziemlich gut da. Vor allem, wenn du, das ist ja wieder so eine Ding mit Daten, ne? Du bist gerade unterwegs, bekommst eine Nachricht oder wirst angerufen, aber du kannst gerade nicht dran gehen und Google erkennt, dass du gerade nicht zu Hause bist und gibt dir direkt schon vor, yo, ich bin gerade unterwegs.
Cool.
Das finde ich ist mega gut. Und dann können sie auch gerne wissen, dass ich irgendwie in der Hauptstadt oder so bin.
Ja.
Humans are interacting with computing in more natural and immersive ways. Let's start with voice. We've been using voice as an input across many of our products. That's because computers are getting much better at understanding speech. We have had significant breakthroughs, but the pace, even since last year, has been pretty amazing to see. Our word error rate continues to improve, even in very noisy environments. This is why, if you speak to Google
Das stimmt, das ist
on your phone or Google
unerwartet
Home,
gut.
we can pick up your voice accurately, even in noisy environments. When we were shipping Google Home, we had originally planned to include 8 microphones so that we could accurately locate the source of where the user was speaking from. But thanks to deep learning, we use a technique called neural beamforming. We were able to ship it with just 2 microphones and achieve the same quality.
Das ist krass.
Deep learning is what allowed us about 2 weeks ago
Das hat wahrscheinlich die
to announce
Produktionskosten
support
auch
for
runtergebracht.
multiple users in Google Home, so that we can recognize up to 6 people in your
Ich glaube, ich hätte
house
gern so Google
and
Home, aber
personalize the
ich
experience
mache
for
nicht viel
each
zu
and
Hause,
every.
deswegen wird mir nichts bringen.
So voice is becoming an important modality in our products. The same thing is happening with vision.
Das ist ja eigentlich sowas wie Amazon Echo, oder?
Ja, nur dass es halt mit Google vernetzt ist. Du nichts drauf kaufen kannst.
We are able to understand the attributes behind the picture. We realize it's your boy in a birthday party. There was cake and family.
Das stimmt, das haben die mega gut gemacht bei Google
So we
Fotos.
can understand all that better now. And our computer vision systems now, for the task of image recognition, are even better than humans. So it's astounding
Das ist-
progress, and we're
das
using
ist
it
unerwartet.
across our products. So if you use the Google Pixel, it has the best-in-class camera, and we do a lot of work with computer vision.
Ja, the best
You can
camera.
take a low-light picture like this, which is noisy, and we automatically make it much clearer for you.
Oh.
Or coming very soon, if you take a
Alter, der
picture
Blick.
of your daughter at a baseball game and there is something obstructing it, we can do the hard work,
Wow.
remove the obstruction,
Das ist geil.
and
Du brauchst kein Photoshop mehr.
Sexy.
Und es sieht
have
besser
a
aus.
picture of what matters to you in front of you.
Boah, ich finde Machine Learning
Clearly at
richtig
an inflection
geil.
point with vision, and so today we are announcing a new initiative called Google Lens.
Lens.
Ja.
Google Lens is a set of vision-based computing capabilities that can understand what you're looking at and help you take action.
Quasi eine
based on the
API dann für Entwickler, oder wie?
We'll ship it first in Google Assistant and Photos, and it'll come to other products.
Ich hab
So
Bock
how does
drauf.
it work? So for example, if you run into something and you want to know what it is, say a flower, you can invoke Google Lens from your assistant, point your phone at it, and we can tell you what flower it is.
Alter,
It's great for someone like me with allergies.
das ist gut für mich, der keine Ahnung von
Or
Blumen
if
hat.
you've ever been at a friend's place and you've
Ja.
crawled under a desk just to get the username and password from a Wi-Fi router. you can
Nein!
Lol.
Wie geil! Das ist, Alter! Bam!
And we can automatically do the hard
Wundervoll.
work for you.
Das ist schon mal cool.
Ah, ich muss
Or
nicht
if
mehr
you're walking
drücken.
in a street,
Das macht alles für mich selbst.
downtown, and you see a set of restaurants across you, you can point your phone because we know where
Oder
you
nicht mal
are,
alles eintippen,
and we have
ne?
our knowledge graph and we know what you're looking
Alter!
at. We can give you the right information in a meaningful way.
Du kannst davor stehen und einfach davor halten und bam, hast du die Bewertung.
Beginning to understand
Ja, und wenn
images
immer
and
jemand
videos.
zu Hause irgendwie bist, brauchst du einfach nur den Code
All of
einscannen,
Google
zack,
was
kannst
built
du auch
because
bei
we
dem,
started understanding
Oh,
text
wie
and
geil
videos.
alles, ey.
The fact that computers can understand images and
Sowas
videos
liebe ich.
has profound
Wenn
implications
einfach
for our
Komfortfunktionen
Jetzt
gemacht werden.
dieses Feature vermisse ich jetzt schon bei der
working on
Nintendo
search.
Switch, bei den 3
We
ist bei
wanted
allen
to do it at
anderen.
scale.
Wobei das ja
Auch wenn
eher...
es nicht draußen ist.
We rethought our
Wobei es klug war, dass die Switch keine Kamera hat.
designed our data centers from
Na
the
gut,
ground
stimmt,
up,
ja.
and we put a lot of effort in them.
Vor allem, wenn sie den Fokus auf Spiele legen wollten.
That we are evolving,
Aber
for
kann
this
wenigstens
machine
irgendwie
learning
diesen
and AI world,
Joy-Con irgendwie den
we are
Sensor
rethinking
dran
our
halten.
computational
Vielleicht scannt
architecture.
er das, dann können wir
Du
das
kannst ja zu deinem Restaurant gehen und den Joy-Con davor halten und gucken, ob dann irgendwie Bewertung rauskommt.
Ja.
This is why last year
Das gibt's natürlich schon als QR-Code, aber es geht darum, dass das Ding das auch ohne QR-Code kann. Dass selbst dein Uralt-Router da irgendwie das machen kann.
Das erkennt wahrscheinlich alles am Strichcode und so.
Ja, oder was es auch mega gut kann, OCR. Also von einem Bild die Buchstaben raussuchen. Das kann auch Google Translate schon. Du kannst quasi so eine Restaurantkarte aufmachen und dann kannst du es übersetzen lassen. Das sieht genauso aus.
As you know, machine learning has two components. Training, that is how we build a neural net. Training is very computationally intensive. And inference is what we do in real time, so that when you show it a picture, we recognize whether it's a dog or a cat and so on. Last year's TPU were optimized for inference. Training is computationally
Google sieht da jetzt nicht unbedingt ein Geschäftsmodell drin, die sehen einfach darin den Gedanken, je mehr Leute unsere Dienste nutzen, desto besser können wir unsere Werbetechnik quasi machen.
So we've been working hard, and I'm really excited to announce our next generation of TPUs, cloud TPUs, which are optimized for both training.
Das sind die AI Learning GPUs quasi. Oder CPUs.
And each board is capable of 180 trillion floating point operations per second.
Das ist so quasi so ein CPU, der sehr, sehr krass auf Mathematik getrimmt ist.
Ja.
Put 64 of these into one big supercomputer. We call these TPU pods, and each pod is capable of 11.5.
Das ist sehr
Bestimmt kennt sich Tobi damit aus.
Technical infrastructure for the AI era. The
Ich glaub
reason we
nicht.
named it
so 2-3 Sekunden, ich glaube nicht.
bringing it through the Google Cloud Platform.
Und das resultiert in mehr Geld,
TPUs are coming to Google Compute Engine.
sagt Jonas.
Genau, also sowas wie zum Beispiel die Information, dass du an dem und dem Restaurant warst, ist richtig wertvoll. Damit kann Google Geld machen, aber nicht quasi mit der Technik selbst. Und das finde ich gut. Dass sie quasi, ja, weiß ich nicht. Ich finde es gut, dass sie die Daten so, das Bezahlmodell haben.
So this lays the foundation for significant progress. So we are focused on driving the shift and applying AI to solving problems. At Google, we are bringing our AI efforts together under Google.ai. It's a collection of efforts and teams across the company focused on bringing the benefits of AI to everyone. Google.ai will focus on 3 areas: state-of-the-art research, tools and infrastructure like TensorFlow and cloud TPUs.
Lass mich ran, die haben sie .ai-Domain gekauft.
So let me talk a little bit about these areas. Talking about research, we are excited about designing better machine learning models, but today it is really time-consuming. It's a painstaking effort of a few engineers and scientists, mainly machine learning PhDs. We want it to be possible for hundreds of thousands of developers to use machine learning. So what better way to do this than getting neural nets to design better neural nets?
Nein!
We call this approach AutoML.
Was?
Learning to learn.
Ein AI, das AIs macht.
We take a set of candidate neural nets.
Das ist nicht deren... Oh mein Gott, das ist nicht deren Ernst. Oh mein Gott!
Na gut.
Als ob...
Learning to learn. Nicht gut.
The results are promising. To do this is
Ob dieses AI dann auch eine AI erfinden kann? Oh Gott, wir haben Skynet geschaffen. Das ist wie in so einem fucking Future-Film.
It reminds me of one of my favorite movies, Inception.
Ja.
And I tell them, we must go deeper.
Memes. Google
So we
kann
are
sie.
taking all these AI advances and applying them to newer, harder problems across a wide range of disciplines. One such area is healthcare. Last year, I spoke about our work on diabetic retinopathy. It's a preventable cause of blindness. This year, we published our paper in the Journal of American Medical Association, and Verily is working on bringing products to the medical community. Another such area is pathology. Pathology is a very complex area. If you take an area like breast cancer diagnosis, even amongst highly trained pathologists, agreement on some forms of breast cancer can be as low as 48%. That's because each pathologist is reviewing the equivalent of 1,000 10 megapixel images for every case. This is a large data problem, but one which machine learning is uniquely equipped to solve. So we built neural nets to detect cancer spreading to adjacent lymph nodes. It's early days, but our neural nets show a much higher degree of accuracy, 89% compared to previous methods of 73%. There are important caveats. We do have higher false positives, but already giving this in the hands of pathologists, they can improve diagnosis. In general, I think this is a great approach for machine learning, providing tools for people to do what they do better.
Google handelt natürlich gefährlich. Das ist die Wissenschaft.
We are training neural nets to improve the accuracy of DNA sequencing. Deep variant is a new tool from Google
Das ist auch sehr interessant.
that identifies genetic variants more accurately than state-of-the-art methods. Reducing errors is important applications.
Irgendwann wird Google noch irgendwas erfinden, das man Krebs heilen kann oder sowas.
Google.Cancer.
We're applying it to chemistry. We're using machine learning to predict the properties of molecules. Today, it takes an incredible amount of computing resources to hunt for new molecules, and we think we can accelerate timelines by orders of magnitude. This opens up possibilities in drug discovery or material sciences. I'm entirely confident one day AI will invent new molecules that behave in predefined ways. Not everything we are doing is so profound. You know, we are doing even simple and fun things, like a simple tool which can help people draw.
Okay.
We call this auto draw. Just like
Oh lol, ja, das habe ich gemacht, das ist geil. Oh, es ist Tobi.
Autodraw. Also ich kenne nur dieses Dinge da, wo man irgendwas zeichnen soll und die AI versucht da was zu erkennen, was man zeichnen muss.
Ja.
Und so was ja eigentlich ist zum Beispiel, dass die AI dann das Gezeichnete quasi erkennen und man dann auslegen kann, was es am Ende ist und es dann perfekt.
Genau.
But the most important product we are using this is for Google Search and Google Assistant. We are evolving Google Search to being more assistive for our users. This is why last year at Google I/O we spoke about the Assistant, and since then we've launched it on Google Pixel and Google Home, and today it's available on over 100 million videos.
Meins auch.
Scott and team are going to talk more about it, but before that, let's take a look at the many amazing ways people have been using the Google Assistant.
Ich weiß, was ich falsch mache, aber ich habe den halt nicht.
Bekommen wir auch die Burger King Werbung?
Hey Google. Hey Google. Hey Google.
Ey Google, zeig mir Bilder von Bonobos.
Play some dance music.
Sure. This is fresh air. My guest will be Kimmy.
Hey Google, projiziere ein Bonobo.
Count to 1, 2, 3.
Play vacuum harmonica on my TV.
Na gut.
73.
Alter.
Hey Google, talk to Domino's.
Talk to Lonely Planet.
Talk to Quora.
Show me my photos from last weekend.
My car is parked at 22B. Today in the news.
Turn the living room lights on.
Okay, turning on the lights.
I'm back, baby.
Hey Google, drop a beat.
Flip a coin. Call Jill.
Set a timer. Talk to Headspace.
Alter.
And then just for a moment, I'd like you to let go of any focus at all. Just let your mind do whatever it wants to do.
Done.
Hey Google, good night.
Turn off all the things. See you tomorrow.
Turn off all the things. Es ist Scott Hufmann. Hallo Scott, Vice President of Engineering.
Last year at I/O, we introduced the Google Assistant, a way for you to have a conversation with Google to get things done in your world. Today, as Sundar mentioned, we're well on our way, with the Assistant available on over 100 million devices. But just as Google Search simplified the web and made it more useful for everyone, your Google Assistant simplifies all the technology in your life. You should be able to just express what you want throughout your day, and the right thing should happen. That's what the Google Assistant is all about. It's your own
Google, lass mein Handy vibrieren.
That video we saw really captures the momentum of this process.
Wie könnte
We made
das?
big strides, and there's so much more to talk about today. The Assistant is becoming even more conversational, always available wherever you need it.
Ja, das Geile an dem Google Assistant ist ja, du kannst Nachfolgefragen stellen. Du sagst irgendwie, wer ist der aktuelle Präsident? Und dann sagt der Trump. Und dann sagst du, ja, und wie groß ist denn der? Und dann sagt dir Google halt, wie groß der ist.
Ja.
Und das kann, glaube ich, das kann auf jeden Fall, zumindest als letztens Siri genutzt habe, konnte das nicht. Und ich glaube, das ist das Geile. Genau.
Aber Google Assistent ist ja jetzt nur auf die Pixel-Handy, wenn man das...
Und auf allen Android-Handys, die Stock Android haben. Ob heute noch Android 8 vorgestellt wird?
Also ich weiß auf jeden Fall, dass mein Handy kein Google-Unterstützung erhalten hat. Wenn schon Android 7 noch nicht hat oder unterstützen wird.
The assistant's also learning conversation beyond just words. With another person, it's really natural to talk about what you're looking at. Sundar spoke earlier about how AI and deep learning have led to tremendous strides in computer vision. Soon, with the smarts of Google Lens, your assistant will be able to have a conversation about what you see.
So was hätte ich auch gerne in der Schule. Oh lol. Was war das denn? Was war das denn?
Keine Ahnung.
Es war so ein bisschen so Bläulichkeitsfilter drin. So ein Nachtfilter.
Vielleicht redet ihr doch bis Mitternacht über DNA.
Das ist...
ich glaube, sowas hatte auch schon das Windows Phone. Es ist quasi so, ausländische Sprache per Kamera erfassen kann und dann übersetzen kann.
Now notice, I never had to type the name of the dish. My assistant used visual context and answered my questions. Let's look at another example. Some of the most tedious things I do on my phone stem from what I see. A business card I want to save, details from a receipt I need to track, and so on. With Google Lens,
natürlich ist Google Home besser als Amazon Echo.
those kinds of tasks too. I love live music, and sometimes I see info for shows around town that look like fun. Now, I can just tap the Google Lens icon and point the camera at the event marquee. My assistant instantly recognizes what I'm looking at.
Wie geil mit den Emoji. Und auch einfach direkt in Get Tickets, ey. Du musst nicht mal irgendwie besonders gucken. Das ist so eine richtige Vernetzung vom Internet und der echten Welt.
Oder einfach so Kalender hinzufügen.
Save Stone Foxes for May 17th at 9 p.m.
Awesome.
My assistant helped me keep track of the event.
Ja, sehr
So I
begeistert.
won't miss the show, and I didn't have to open a bunch of apps or type anything. Thanks, Ibrahim. So that's how the assistant is getting better at conversation, by understanding language and voices, with new input choices, and with the power of Google Lens. Second, the assistant is becoming a more connected experience that's available everywhere you need help. From your living room to your morning jog, from your commute to errands around town, your assistant should know how to use all of your connected devices for your benefit. Now we're making good progress in bringing the assistant to those 2 billion phones and other devices powered by Android, like TVs, wearables, and car systems. And today, I'm excited to announce that the Google Assistant is now available on the iPhone.
Nein!
Was?
So no matter what smartphone
Einfach mal Siri im eigenen Land besiegt.
you can now get help from the
Genau.
same smart assistant throughout the day, at home and on the go. The assistant brings together all your favorite Google features on the iPhone. Just ask to get package delivery details from Gmail, watch videos from your favorite YouTube creators, get answers from Google Search, and much more. You can even turn on the lights and heat up the house before you get home. Now, Android devices and iPhones are just part of the story. We think the assistant should be available on all kinds of devices where people might want to ask for help. The new Google Assistant SDK allows any device manufacturer to easily build the Google Assistant into whatever they're building. Speakers, toys, drink mixing robots, whatever crazy device all of you think of, now can incorporate Google Assistant.
Die SDK habe ich schon angeguckt, die ist verdammt kompliziert. Verständlich.
Google Assistant built in when you do your holiday shopping this year. Now, obviously, another aspect of being useful to people everywhere is support for many languages. I'm excited to announce that starting this summer, the Google Assistant will begin rolling out in French, German, Brazilian, Portuguese, and Japanese.
Okay, Google.
Android phones and iPhones.
Du kannst doch schon längst Deutsch.
Will also support Italian, Spanish, and Korean.
Antwort, tut mir leid, das verstehe ich nicht.
Also im Sommer wollen sie dann als so Google-Assistent offiziell raushauen.
Mhm.
Das klingt doch gar nicht mal so schlecht. Da freue ich mich drauf.
You know, people sometimes ask if the assistant is just a new way to search. Now, of course, you can ask your assistant to get all sorts of answers from your search.
Oh Gott.
But beyond finding information,
Ja.
users are also asking the assistant to do all sorts of things for them. Now, as you've already seen,
Ich kann gleich mitniesen.
Nein.
many Google apps and services.
Ich habe schon einmal genießt während des Streams, aber da habe ich ein Mikrofon gemutet. Zum Glück.
Das kann ich schlecht machen.
Who are building some really useful integrations. I'll turn it over to Valerie to share more about how the developer platform is getting stronger.
Ah, jetzt hier ein Einspieler. Nicht.
Ja, was ein schöner Einspieler.
Ja, kein Einspieler, sondern einfach eine neue Person.
Mann, bist du scheiße sexistisch.
Tut mir leid, aber Einspieler könnte besser Frau sein.
Um nochmal einen Gaming Clerks Insider zu nutzen, die ist nicht fett und die ist auch nicht schwarz.
Aber sie ist blond.
Das ist ein Argument. Philips hier.
Warum ist da Yahoo?
Weiß ich doch nicht. Die haben von irgendwelche Logos rausgegoogelt.
So now people can get to Google features and third-party services from anywhere. And they can even
Sag bloß. Okay, Google. Sende eine WhatsApp an Luku. Was geht?
Okay.
Senden.
Ich habe mein Handy dran, wenn da was raus. Ja!
Das geht schon.
Was geht? Was geht? Ich habe eine WhatsApp bekommen.
Oh, was steht hier drin? Von wem ist das denn?
Was geht? Von Andreas.
I'd like delivery from Panera.
Hi, this is Panera. I'll need your
Lol.
address. Which one can I get?
Redet das Handy mit mir?
Go with 1600 Amphitheater.
What can I get you started with?
The strawberry poppy seed salad with steak instead of chicken.
Got it. How about one of these cold drinks?
Steak ist besser als Chicken.
Oh, ich muss nicht mehr mit Leuten mehr reden, wenn ich irgendwas haben will.
Yep.
Okay. The total is $18.40. Are you ready to place the order?
Also ist das jetzt das Beispiel, wenn du jetzt in einem Restaurant bist und was bestellen willst?
Das ist so, wie wenn du bei einer Pizzeria was bestellen willst. Du musst nicht mit denen reden, du kannst einfach nur easy Google sagen, die sollen was bestellen.
Easy Google.
Du musst halt nicht mehr mit den Leuten reden, das ist schön.
You've also probably noticed I didn't have to enter my address or my credit card. I just saved those earlier with Google and Panera used built-in platform calls to request the information.
Kann das bitte Lieferheld auch machen? Dankeschön. Ich bin jetzt in dem Luxus, dass hier in der Nähe ein Lieferheld Pizzeria ist.
Mensch.
Das ist ziemlich geil, weil wir damit easy Pizza bestellen können, ohne mit Leuten zu reden. Ich versuche ganz leise meine Schokoladenpackung aufzumachen.
Hört man überhaupt nicht oder so.
Deswegen habe ich gesagt, ganz leise und heimlich. Aber ich esse ja nicht während dem Stream, deswegen. Danke, Vichy. Ach, Rishi.
Ja, jetzt kommt die dritte Person dafür.
Hallo, Richie.
Home Products.
Wahrscheinlich Google Home.
Irgendjemand hat gerade im Hintergrund gelacht.
Since launch, we've added 50 new features, including some of my favorites, like the support for Google Shopping, where I can use my voice to order items from Costco right to my front door. Or I can get step-by-step cooking instructions from over 5 million recipes. Or I can even play my favorite song just by using the lyrics. Now in April, we launched in the UK to some great reviews. And starting this summer, we're gonna be launching in Canada, Australia, France, Germany, and Japan.
Was, womit? Was? Ich habe nicht zugehört.
Google Home, glaube ich, ging's darum.
Geil.
And with support for multiple users, we can unlock the full potential of Google Home to offer a truly personal experience. So now, you can schedule a meeting, set a reminder, or get your own daily briefing with My Day by using your own voice, and get your commute, your calendar appointments, and your news sources. Now today I'd like to share 4 new features we'll be rolling out over the coming months. So first, we're announcing support for proactive assistance coming to Google Home. Home is great at providing personally relevant information for you when you ask for it. But we think it'd be even more helpful if it can automatically notify you of those timely and important messages. And we do this by understanding the context of your
Ich will einfach die Kamera, obwohl gar nicht dahin geschnalten wird.
Really helpful information and providing it for you in a hands-free way. So for example, let's say I'm relaxing and playing a game with the kids. Well, I can see that the Google Home lights are Hey Google, what's up?
Hi Rishi. Traffic is heavy right now, so you'll need to leave in 14 minutes to get to Shoreline Athletic Fields by 3:30 p.m.
That's pretty nice. The assistant saw the game coming up on my calendar and got my attention because I had to leave earlier than normal. So now my daughter can make it to that soccer game right on time. Now we're going to start simple with really important messages like reminders, traffic delays, and flight status changes. And with multiple user support, you'll have the ability to control the type of proactive notifications you want over time. All right, second, another really common activity we do in the home today is communicate with others. And a phone call is still the easiest way to reach someone. So today, I'm excited to announce hands-free calling coming to Google Home.
Okay.
Wow.
It's really simple to use. Just ask the Google Assistant to make a call, and we'll connect you. You can call any landline or mobile number in the US or Canada completely free. And it's all done in a hands-free way. For example, let's say I forgot to call my mom on Mother's Day. Well, now I can call her while I'm scrambling to get the kids ready for school in the morning. I just need to say, hey Google, call mom.
Sure, calling mom.
Das wird die jemand sagen.
So you're finally calling. Mother's Day was 3 days ago.
Yeah, sorry about that. They made me rehearse for I.O. on Mother's Day. Speaking of which, you're on stage right now. Say hi to everyone.
Oh, hi everyone.
So hopefully this makes up for not calling, right?
No, it doesn't. You still need to bring flowers.
Okay, I'm on it. Bye.
Bye.
It's that simple. We're just making a standard phone call through Google Home. So my mom didn't need to learn anything new. She just needed to answer her phone. There's no additional setup, apps, or even phone required. And since the assistant recognized my voice, we called my mom. If my wife had asked, we would have called her mom. We can personalize calling just like everything else. And now anyone in the
Was ist,
home
wenn du
can
deine
call
Stimme so
friends,
veränderst, dass es
families,
sich so
and
anhört
businesses.
wie die, wenn eine andere Person, die da eingesprochen hat?
Was ist, wenn du Transvestit wirst und eine andere Stimme bekommst?
Machst einen Kommentierter-Post.
Das ist alles falsch. Warum habe ich das Wort angefangen?
Das ist einfach, wenn du irgendwie so eine Sprachaufnahme von der Person aufnimmst, das dann einfach quasi abspielst.
Das erkennt es komischerweise.
Deswegen.
We can't wait for you to try it out. Okay, third, let's talk a little bit about entertainment. We designed Google Home to be a great speaker. One that you can put in any
Entertainment? Ich will, dass du Bibi projizierst.
Nein!
Als Hologramm.
In addition to
Na gut, Spotify ist jetzt nicht so... Naja, unerwartet.
Okay, Google, wer ist Bibi?
We'll also be adding support for SoundCloud and Deezer, two of the largest
Wikipedia
mobile
sagt
music
Bianca
services today.
Bibi. Heinicke ist eine deutsche Webvideoproduzentin und insbesondere YouTuberin.
And finally, we'll be adding Bluetooth support to all existing Google Home devices. so you can play any audio from your iOS or Android device.
Toll, Bluetooth.
Ja.
Wahrscheinlich ist es ziemlich cool für Google Home.
Last year we launched the ability to use your voice to play YouTube, Netflix, and Google Photos right on your TV. And today we're announcing additional partners, including HBO Now.
Oh, YouTube TV. Das, was wir nicht bekommen werden.
So just say what you want to watch, and we'll play it for you, all in a hands-free way.
Sowas wie Nintendo TV.
Ja, was auch in Deutschland voll gut gewesen ist.
Ja, natürlich.
To help you in a more visual way. Voice responses are great, but sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words. So today we're announcing support for visual responses with Google Home. Now to do that, we need a screen. Well, fortunately, many of us already have a ton of screens in our home today. Our phones, our tablets, even our TVs. The Google Assistant should smartly take advantage of all these different devices to provide you the best response on the right device. For example, with Google Home, I can easily get location information. Okay, Google, where's my next event?
Your Pokemon Go hike is at Rancho San Antonio.
Oh God!
It's for my kids.
11 a.m.
For my
today.
kids, relax.
Pokémon Go!
But if I want to view the directions, the best place to do it is on my phone.
Wir haben hier keine Pokespots, deswegen spiele ich es nicht mehr.
Okay, Google, let's go.
Ich spiele schon seit, keine Ahnung.
Das mit dem Phone ist richtig geil. Ich bin letztens auf Google Maps gegangen, die mittlerweile auch die ganzen Bahndaten haben, habe eingegeben, von zu Hause nach Arbeit und habe dann eingegeben, ich möchte um 9 Uhr da sein. Er hat mir einfach instant die Busroute gegeben und an mein Handy gesendet, damit ich dann morgens da drauf gucken kann.
Cool.
Ich muss einfach nichts mehr machen. Das macht alles für mich.
When you ask for help from Google Home. For example, I can now say, okay, Google, show my calendar for Saturday.
Showing it on your TV.
It'll show up right on the TV screen. I'll immediately get results from the assistant.
Das ist eigentlich ganz nice. Ich würde gerne so Google Home dann in einem Fernseher eingebaut haben.
My voice was showing my calendar. Others will see their calendar by using their voice. We can personalize the experience even on the TV.
Ah, man nutzt deren Stimme. Sehr gut.
What's the weather in Santa Cruz this weekend?
This weekend in Santa Cruz, it will be clear and sunny most of the time.
So it's really easy and it's all hands-free. Your assistant can provide a visual response to a TV to a lot of different types of questions. You know, we talked how easy it is to play what you want to watch on the TV screen. But what about those times you don't know what to watch? Well, soon you could just ask, hey Google, what's on YouTube?
Baby. Oh, schade.
Ich kenne niemanden. Oh nein, EB Family. Die sind lustig, die EB Family. BuzzFeed. Oh.
Playing Send My Love from YouTube.
Okay.
Ist das der Cup-Song?
It's really simple. Again, no remotes or phone
required. Oh, und endlich Everyday Saturday.
Everyday Saturday.
I can even do with other things. Okay, Google, what's on my
Ich weiß schon, was ich nachher bearbeiten werde.
Here we're showing how it works with YouTube TV, a new live TV streaming service that gives you live sports and shows from popular TV networks. And YouTube TV includes a cloud DVR, so I can easily play my.
Ich würde auch gerne YouTube TV haben oder TV.
Okay, playing Modern Family from YouTube TV.
You guys have it too easy nowadays. You can just lay around eating snacks saying, "Okay, Google, dim the kitchen lights."
Sure thing.
Okay, Google, show me a video of a kangaroo playing badminton with a pirate.
Sure, playing on YouTube.
I had a similar reaction the first time I saw it.
Wie geil.
Everything can be done in a hands-free
Eine
way,
Google Home Werbung innerhalb einer Google Home Werbung.
We're going to bring all those developer actions that Valerie already talked about right to the TV screen. So we do even more over time with Google Home. And when you're done, just say, okay, Google, turn off the TV. And that's our update for Google Home.
Was hat er gesagt?
Proactive assistance to bring important information to you at the right time.
Sagt er da einfach auch, hey Google, stoppe den Stream. Und das ist auf einmal, es könnte keine Verbindung mehr hergestellt werden. Das schreibst du es noch sein.
Oder du sagst so, okay Google, danke schön, dass du das gemacht hast. Bitte mach dich jetzt irgendwie aus. Tut mir leid, Dave, das kann ich jetzt nicht tun.
2 years ago, we launched Google Photos with an audacious goal. to be the home for all your photos, automatically organized and brought to life so that you could easily share and save what matters. In doing so, we took a fundamentally different approach. We built a product from the ground up with AI at its core. And that's enabled us to do things in ways that only Google can. Like, when you're looking for that one photo you can't find, Google Photos organizes your library by people, places, and things. Simply type a nail pineapple Hawaii and instantly find this gem.
Nice!
Or when you come home from vacation, overwhelmed by the hundreds of photos you took, Google Photos
Ja, das ist
give
geil.
you an album curated with only the best shots, removing duplicates and blurry images.
Vor allem das Duplicates wegmachen.
Behind Google Photos. And the momentum we've seen in these 2 short years is remarkable. As Sundar mentioned, we now have more than 500 million monthly active users, uploading more than 1.2 billion photos.
Ich habe auch alle meine Fotos mittlerweile bei Google Fotos.
And today, I'm excited to show you
Das ist einfach perfekte Backup-Möglichkeit. Oh, 3 neue. Neue Features ist immer schön.
Now, at first glance, it might seem like photo sharing is a solved problem. After all, there's no shortage of apps out there that are great at keeping you and your friends and family connected. But we think there's still a big and different problem that needs to be addressed. Let me show you what I mean.
If there's one thing you know, it's that you're a great photographer. If there's a
Hot
second
dog.
thing you know, it's that you're kind of a terrible person. What? Yeah, you heard me. The only photo of the birthday girl in office? Never sent it. The best picture of the entire wedding? Kept it to yourself. This masterpiece of your best friend? We were gonna send it, but then you were like, oh, remember that sandwich?
Ich mag auch das Ding.
Der Sandwich ist super.
Looks great in these. Do you want to send them to him? And you could be like, great idea.
Nein.
It can. Wait, it can? Yep, with Google Photos.
Er erkennt, wer drauf ist und du kannst es dann mit der Person teilen, die drauf ist.
Das ist echt nice. To make us all a little less terrible people.
Juhu!
Suggested sharing. Because we've all been there, right?
Bei Zwillingen. Eineiiges Zwilling. Ob es da quasi untereinander unterscheiden kann.
Now, thanks to the machine learning in Google Photos, we'll not only remind you so you don't forget to share, we'll even suggest the photos and people you should share with. In one tap, you're done. Let's have a look at suggested sharing in action. I'm once again joined on stage by my friend and Google Photos product lead, David Lieb. All right, so here are a bunch of photos Dave took while bowling with the team last weekend. He was too busy enjoying the moment, so he never got around to sharing them. But this time, Google Photos sent him a reminder via notification and also by badging the new sharing tab. The sharing tab is where you're going to be able to find all of your Google Photos sharing activity. And at the top, your personal suggestions based on your sharing habits and what's most important to you. Here is the sharing suggestion that Dave got from his day bowling. Google Photos recognized this was a meaningful moment.
Boah, clever.
It selected right shots and it figured out who he should send it to based on
Das ist eigentlich bei fast allen Sachen bei Google so. Du denkst einfach die ganze Zeit so, boah, clever.
Ja.
Es ist nichts Weltbewegendes, aber es macht alles so viel einfacher.
Ja.
And that's it. Google Photos will even send an SMS or an email to anyone who doesn't have the app. And that way everyone can view and save the full resolution photos even if they don't have Google Photos accounts. And because Google Photos sharing works on any device, including iOS, let's have a look at what John V sees on her iPhone. She receives a notification, and tapping on it lets her quickly jump right into the album and look at all the photos that Dave has shared with her. But notice here at the bottom, she's asked to contribute the photos she took from the event, with Google Photos automatically identifying and suggesting.
Okay, das ist auch nochmal geil.
John V can review the suggestions.
Dadurch hat man quasi, wenn man so eine richtig geile Party hat oder so, hat man alle Fotos.
Ja. Oder wenn du vielleicht auch als einziger ein paar Fotos aus von älteren Zeiten hast, kannst du auch ganz einfach den schicken.
Genau.
Now, even though suggested sharing takes the work out of sharing, sometimes there's a special person in your life who you share just about everything with. your partner, your best friend, your sibling. Wouldn't it be great if Google Photos automatically shared photos with that person?
Aber natürlich.
For example, I would love it if every photo I ever took of my kids was automatically shared with my wife. And that's why today we're also announcing shared libraries.
Das ist eigentlich mega Das ist mega clever. Du bist einfach so als Vater, kannst du einen Google-Account für deine Tochter machen und mit der einfach alles sharen. Und irgendwann, wenn die älter ist, dann kann die sich alles angucken.
Ja?
Das hätte ich gerne gehabt in meiner Kindheit.
Ja, das wäre echt schön.
Only photos of the kids or only photos from a certain date forward, like when we first met. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and share all. We did not meet today. And that's all there is to it. I've now gone ahead and shared my library with my wife, Jess. So let's switch to her phone to see what the experience looks like from her end. She receives a notification, and after accepting, she can now go to see all the photos that I've shared with her. We can access easily from the menu. If she sees something she likes, she can go ahead and select those photos and save them to her library. We'll even notify her periodically as I take new photos. Now, this is great, but what if Jess doesn't want to have to keep coming back to this view and checking if I shared new photos with her? She just wants every photo I take of her or the kids to automatically be saved to her library, just as if she took the photos herself. With shared libraries, she do just that. Das wäre krass, wenn du irgendwie jemanden aus der Schule einfach irgendwie in so ein Ding reinpackst, ne? Und dann irgendwie auf einmal irgendwann nachts irgendwie kriegst du so eine Nachricht, ein neues Foto von dir in der Cloud. Und dann siehst du so vom Fenster aus, wie du da irgendwie zu Hause sitzt. Ganz neue Arten von Stalking.
Ja.
Ein Auto. Oh.
Nein.
Da sind sie, die
Kinder. Also, daraus ein Auto sehen kann.
Das sah gerade ein bisschen aus wie ein Auto.
Na gut, also jetzt erkennt aus zwei kleinen Mädchen ein Auto. Nicht schlecht.
Oh Gott.
Er ist so einsam, er muss gleich mit zwei Pappkindern ein Foto machen.
Oh mein Gott, ich würde auch gern ein Foto machen. Das ist bestimmt geil.
Ich würde gerne die Rolle dieser Pappkinder einnehmen.
Back to school.
So, using nothing more than the standard camera app on my phone, I've gone ahead and taken one photo with my kids and one photo with all of you.
Das sind seine Kinder, okay.
Google Photos is going to back these two photos up.
Ich glaube, er ist schizophren.
Share them with Jess, and then it's going to recognize the photo that has kids in them.
Bestimmt hat er noch so ein ganz großes Pappschild von einer Frau und dann unten noch so
Das ist meine Frau. Er hat gar keine Freunde oder Familie. Das sind alles Papp, Leute.
Ja. Vielleicht besteht auch Google nicht aus Menschen, sondern auch nur aus Pappleuten. Und Google wird dann einfach nur von so einer riesigen Maschine bedient, die alles kontrolliert. Dabei kann es auch wahrscheinlich alles so ein Hologramm sein. Okay, Google.
Besser als ein Bipigramm. Ja.
But because I shared my entire library with her, I can simply go to the menu, and Jess can now see all the photos, including the one with all of you. And that's how easy sharing can be in Google Photos.
Das ist mega gut.
Ja.
Wann kommt, ist das erst das erste Feature?
Ich habe keine Ahnung.
Er hat gesagt 3 Features, warte, er hat 2 gesagt. Coming Weeks, gut. Ach, das ist das letzte jetzt noch.
There's still something pretty special about looking at and even gathering around an actual printed photo. But printing photos and albums today is hard.
Nein.
Hunt across devices and accounts to find the right photos, select the best among the duplicates and blurry images, upload them to a printing service, and then arrange them across dozens of pages. It can take hours of sitting in front of a computer just to do one thing. Thankfully,
Mir gefällt das.
Mir
gefällt das, wo das gerade hingeht.
And today we're bringing it all together with the launch of photo books.
Aha.
Kann man die dann ausdrucken lassen?
High quality with a clean and modern design, but the best part is that they're
wahrscheinlich mit Google Home. Hat er hinten so einen Drucker.
What used to take hours now only takes minutes. I recently made a book for Jess on Mother's Day, and let me show you just how easy and fast that was. First, thanks to unlimited storage, all my life's moments are all here in Google Photos. No need to upload them.
Ja, deswegen würde ich mir wahrscheinlich sogar noch einen Google Pixel irgendwie holen. Weil du hast halt zwar Unlimited Storage, aber damit kannst du HD Unlimited Storage haben.
Photos of Jess, Ava, and Lily.
Oh.
There they are. All right. I thought I took more photos. All right.
Toller Vorführeffekt.
Why don't we just go and pick another set of photos? Dave, if that one's not coming up. It'll be a fun Mother's Day gift for her. So I'll select a bunch of photos here. And the good news is,
alles klar.
Figure out which are the right photos and which are the good ones, because this is where Google Photos really shines. I'm just going to go ahead and hit plus, select photo book. I'm going to pick a hardcover book. We offer both a soft cover and a hardcover. And notice what happens. Google Photos is going to pick the best photos for me automatically suggesting photo for this case.
Ui.
Will ich haben.
And it's even going to go ahead and lay them all out for me. All that's left for me to do is make a couple of tweaks, check out, and in a few days I'll end up with one of these beautiful printed photo books. And soon, we'll make it even easier to get started, applying machine learning to create personalized photo books you'll love. So when you go to photo books from the menu, you'll see pre-made books tailored just for you. Your trip to the
Das haben die schon bei den Animationen sehr geil gemacht. Oder bei den vor einem Jahr Fotos.
Kids' artwork, all easily customizable. We'll even notify you when there are new photo book suggestions. Photo books are available today in the US on photos.google.com. And they'll be rolling out on Android and iOS next week. We'll be expanding to more countries soon.
More countries soon. Ich hoffe, Deutschland ist dabei. So ein Ding, ey.
Wird sicherlich.
Du kannst einfach so. Das ist schön.
Ja. Mein Gott, dann hätte ich das doch echt.
Es ist halt jetzt schon mega easy, so ein Book zu machen. Aber was?
Ja.
Oh, ich würde auch gerne welche haben.
It's a great example of machine learning at work. So those are the three big updates related to sharing in Google Photos. Suggested sharing, shared libraries, and photo books. 3 new features built from the ground up with AI at their core. I can't wait for all of you to try them out real soon. Now before I go, I want to touch on what Sundar mentioned earlier, which is the way we're taking photos is changing. Instead of the occasional photo with friends and family, we now take 30 identical photos of a sunset. We're also taking different types of photos, not just photos to capture a personal memory, but as a way to get things done. Whiteboards we want to remember, receipts we need to file, books we'd like to read. And that's where Google Lens and its vision-based computing capabilities comes in. It can understand what's in an image and help you get things done. Scott showed how Google Lens in the Assistant can identify what you're looking at and help you on the fly. But what about after you've taken the photo? There are lots of photos you want to keep and then look back on later to learn more and take action. And for that, we're bringing Google Lens right into Google Photos. Let me show you. So let's say you took a trip to Chicago. There's some beautiful architecture there, and during your boat tour down the Chicago River, you took lots of photos. But it's hard to remember which building is which later on. Now, by activating Lens, you can identify some of the cool buildings in your photos, like the second tallest skyscraper in Les, the tallest tower. You can even pull up directions and get the hours for the view. And later, while visiting the Art Institute, you might take photos of a few paintings you really love. In one tap, you can learn more about the painting and the art. And the screenshot that your friend sent you of that bike rental place, just activate Lens, and you can tap the phone number and make the call.
Du musst es nicht mehr abtippen.
Lens will be rolling out in Google Photos later this year and will be continually improving the experience, so it recognizes even more objects and lets you do even more with them.
Das Feature will ich unbedingt haben.
Ja.
Das ist einfach geil.
Ah, Mann, danke Google. Danke, dass ihr einfach weitermacht. So. Cool. Oh, YouTube.
Bibi,
Das ist sehr unerwartet, dass YouTube da was macht. Die machen normalerweise nie was auf der I.O. Was soll das heißen? Gibt es wirklich mal vernünftige Updates? Opfer.
Vielleicht ein Qualitätsfehler.
Oh, Red and Link.
Gut.
Oh, Dude Perfect.
Das sind die guten Seiten von YouTube. Aber es gibt auch auf
Schnitt Bibi. Oh, das war cool.
Ja.
Oh lol! Das war kein amerikanischer Polizist, der hätte die abgeschossen. Das wissen wir doch alle. Ja komm. Ach Susan! Ich glaube, die kenne ich schon. Ja, die kenne ich. Die ist ein Social Justice Warrior. Also krass feministisch. Hallo, ihr seid nicht auf der I.O. Was macht ihr hier? Die Apocalypse?
Die Vielfalt des Contents, ja.
Das waren alles Real-Life-Videos. Aber wo war denn der ApoRed?
Wo war die Bibi? Wo war der Gronk?
Ja gut,
wo war WOPLiVE?
Ja, wo war WOPLiVE? Hallo?
Jetzt bitte.
Wir sind euer bester Channel.
Wir sind so werbefähig einfach. Wenn man uns ein bisschen Geld da in die Tasche reinsteckt, dann können wir alles werden.
Muss nicht so viel sein. Das war ein Ninja. Hey, guck mal, der eine ist schwul. Ich glaube, der heißt Tyler.
Aha.
Der ist bei YouTubers React manchmal dabei.
To important conversations that help shape society. From advancing LGBTQ rights, to highlighting the plight of refugees, to encouraging body positivity. And we've seen in our numbers
Und außerdem YouTube Drama.
want to engage with this type of diverse content. We are proud that last year we passed 1 billion hours a day being watched on YouTube. Viewership is not slowing down. The second way that YouTube is different from traditional media is that it's not a one-way broadcast.
Warum geht eine rote Linie durch die Frau?
Alter.
Ist das ihr Blut?
Vielleicht wird ja noch ein Pfeil.
Das ist ein Thumbnail.
Ja.
And these features enable viewers to come together and to build
Das ist VR.
around their favorite content. So one of my favorite stories of a YouTube community is the E-Nable network. A few years ago, an engineering professor named John Scholl
Hallo John.
saw a YouTube video about a carpenter who had lost 2 of his fingers. The carpenter worked with a colleague for over a year to build an affordable
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
that would enable him to go back to work. They then applied this technology for a young boy who was born without any fingers. So inspired by this video, the professor posted a single comment on the video
Nicht erhängen.
Alter.
Hört auf, YouTube-Videos zu machen, ihr scheiß Bastarde.
The network has since grown into a community of over 6,000 people who have designed, printed, and distributed these prosthetics to children in over 50 countries.
Er hat nur einen Kommentar geschrieben. Ich mache ein riesiges Giveaway für alle meine Abonnenten. Klickt hier.
Have regained the ability to walk, touch, play, and all because of the one video, one comment, and that incredible YouTube community that formed to help. And that's just one example of the many passionate communities that are coming together on YouTube around video. So the third feature of this new medium is that video works on demand on any screen.
Okay, und jetzt? Oh, da ist die Switch-Version da hinten.
Our watch time now comes from mobile devices. But actually, our fastest growing screen isn't the one in your pocket. It's the one in your living room. Our watch time in our living room is growing at over
Ganz genau. Oder die Xbox One.
90% a year. So, let's now welcome Sarah Ali, head
Hallo,
of
Sarah.
living room products, to the stage to talk about the latest features in the living room.
Oh, könntest du dich Bibi schicken?
Hi liebe Leute, ich bin's wieder, eure Bibi. Heute zeige ich euch, wie YouTube auf dem TV funktioniert. Dafür nur 3 kleine Lifehacks. Head of Living Room Products.
YouTube on the TV via the assistant.
Die redet mit Nintendo. Da siehst du, da ist die Switch.
Natürlich ist das die Switch. Besteht das ein iPad oder ein...
Sie hat Game-Console. Alter, das könnte sogar wirklich sein, dass die jetzt sagt Switch.
Let's switch about YouTube.
It isn't just about the size of the screen. It's about giving you an experience that TV just can't match.
Hä, Blocky?
YouTube offers you the
Das war mehr.
largest library of on-demand
Dieses Overlay, das ist mehr. Das ist sehr limited.
recommendations build channels and lineups based on your personal
Katy
interests
Perry.
and what you enjoy
So
watching.
viel
Baby,
wieder.
you're a firework.
It's a two-way
Der Typ ist cool.
interactive experience with features like voice control. And today, I'm super excited to announce that we are taking the interactive experience a step further by introducing 360 video in the YouTube app on the big screen. And you know that you can already watch 360 videos on your phone or
Lass mich raten, dein Handy ist dann quasi der Gyrosensor dafür.
you'll be able to feel like you're in the
Nee,
middle
das
of
hat
the
dann
action,
bestimmt die
right
Switch.
from your couch and on the biggest screen.
Was ja gar nicht mehr so abwegig wäre.
Now, one of my
Oder die
personal
Wii U.
interests outside of
Nein,
work
nicht
is
die
to
Wii U,
travel.
hör auf mit der Wii U.
And one place I'd
Die Wii U ist tot.
is Alaska to check out the northern lights. So let's
Oh,
do a
dafür die
voice
Mini-NES.
Aurora Borealis 360.
Was, Borealis?
Great,
Half-Life
let's
3?
choose that first video.
Ja,
And now, using
Half-Life
my
3 ist
TV
ein
remote,
YouTube-Video,
I'm
was
able to
mal
pan
wahrscheinlich.
around this
Toll.
video, checking out this awesome view from every single angle. Traveling is great, especially when I don't have to get on a flight. But 360 is now a brand new way to attend concerts.
Xbox 360?
I
Yeah.
didn't get to Coachella,
Ah.
but here I can experience it
Das ist ziemlich
like I was
langsam.
on stage.
Ja.
And to enhance the experience even further, we are also introducing Live 360 in the living room. Soon, you'll be able to witness moments and events as they
Pack noch mehr
unfold
Wörter
in a
rein.
new, truly immersive way. So whether you have a Sony Android TV or an Xbox One,
Sie hat es falsch rum gesagt, das heißt 360 Live.
explore 360 videos right from the comfort of your couch and along with your friends and family. And now, to help show you another way we're enabling interactivity, please join me in welcoming Barbara McDonald, who's the lead of something we call Super Chat.
Super Chat oder Super Check?
Hat die eine Farm? Ach, ist der Superchat?
And to everybody on the live
Du bist zu krass.
As Susan mentioned, what makes YouTube special is the relationship.
Sie ist viel zu euphorisch. Hör auf damit.
And one of the best
Also
ways
bitte
to
Guck, hör dir an, wie die redet.
to bring them live behind the scenes of your videos offering up can't-miss content. In the past year,
Die zappelt halt richtig, wenn sie redet.
Ja, weil die mega aufgeregt ist und versucht, das cool runterzuspielen. Aber dadurch cringy ist.
It's awesome.
Awesome! Oh, guck mal, hinten ist eine Atomrakete eingefallen. Guck mal, ich werde gleich sterben. Wird die sich gleich umbringen? Superchat! Bei uns könnt ihr keinen Superchat machen. Wir wollen nicht euer Geld. Ihr könnt uns aber gerne was auf Tipeee spenden.
Oh, du hast eine 1 Million Euro Spende von Google.
Danke.
Für die ist es ja gleich echt.
Das ist noch das alte Design.
Ja, sehr ehrlich.
Was? Die Giraffe konnte heute nicht da sein? Oh.
Meine Damen und Herren, die Giraffe.
Wow, sie hat gesagt, sie sollen klatschen, weil sie nicht geklatscht haben.
We are going to do a live stream right here,
right now.
How Super Chat works.
Ich hasse sie. Jetzt ist der Streamer noch am Laden. Ist überhaupt noch live? Wer ist das?
Danke, Kim Jong-un.
Hä, was sagt sie gerade bei dir?
The Slow-Mo Guys.
Okay, sie redet noch darüber, welchen sie gleich hoch. Ich lade mal neu. Ah, Slow-Mo Guys.
Slow-Mo Guys, die sind super.
Cooles Logo.
Wow, hey, happy to be here. How's it going?
It's great to have you. So let's pull up their live stream.
Let's pull up their live stream.
Just look. Chat is flying.
Ich will jetzt, komm, bitte mach was Geiles im Chat.
Jetzt bist du irgendwie so Kopf wegen, wie ist die Beste.
Oder einfach nur irgendwie Hakenkreuz.
Alter, wie bei die Vertanzverbot, wo er ein Bloody machen wollte.
Boom. See how much that message stands out? And it gets pinned to the top. Cool, right?
Yeah, thanks, Barbara. It's actually lovely at the minute, although I feel like there's a high chance of showers.
Very local showers, like specifically to this stage.
Because we know.
I wonder. Well, because we know, developers are incredibly
Ich hasse ihre Stimme, sie springt immer hin und her.
Das wird jetzt bestimmt gefallen.
So we've launched an API for it. And today, we're taking it to the next level with a new developer integration that triggers actions in the real world. This means that when a fan sends a super chat to a creator, things can happen in real life, such as turning the lights on or off in the creator's studio,
Oder anstatt der Drohne rumfliegen zu lassen, Atombombe.
or pushing buttons on their toys and gadgets.
Okay.
The Slow-Mo Guys are going to create
Boah, hör auf so rumzuzappeln, ey.
motion video.
Ich hasse sie. Warum gibt es
We
sie?
have now rigged things up so that when I send my next super chat, it will automatically
Sie will
trigger
cool
the
wirken.
lights and a big horn in this amphitheater.
Oh, geiles Horn.
Hätte doch am Beispiel die Slow-Mo Guys. Die stehen da ganz normal rum.
There on the lawn to
Die denken sich auch so, Alte, hör auf. Stopp.
of water balloons at the Slow-Mo Guys.
I'm scared. Yeah.
I'm scared, man.
That's right. For every $1, we're going to take another balloon. So more money means more balloons. Although I did hear a guy over here go, "Oh, we're going to totally nail these guys."
Ich sehe da schon einen Mann, der zwei Wasserballons in der Hand hat.
So
Ja.
each $1 donated goes to the cause that Susan mentioned earlier, the E-Enable Network.
Ah, geil.
Okay, so
Also, guter
think we can send?
Zweck
I can
ist auch ganz
start
okay.
at $1 and go anywhere upwards from there. So it's for charity. How do we think 100? How'd that sound? Okay, higher, 200? 200?
How about
Google hat das Geld.
$500 for 500 balloons?
Ja, was ein Zufall.
I can do that. Okay.
Alter.
So I'm gonna send my
Reiche Leute machen Spaß.
hit send. 500. Woo!
Hat jemand nachgezählt? Das waren keine 500.
Nee, das ist. Siehst du, da hat jemand noch was vom Boden aufgenommen.
help. So this obviously just scratches the surface.
War jetzt nicht so krass, wie ich dachte.
What is possible using Super Chat's open APIs. And we are super excited to see what all of you will do with it next. So Susan, how about you come
Ich kann mir sehr vorstellen, dass der Chat emuliert ist. Also nicht echt ist.
Kann ich mir auch vorstellen. Wahrscheinlich ist das so eine Probe für die Slow-Mo-Guys. Wobei das alles eigentlich gar nicht so schlecht ist bei denen.
Die Frau macht's einfach richtig scheiße. Oh, die armen Mikrofone, ey. Oh Gott, das ist doch alles kaputt.
Oh, echt, jetzt ist sie weg.
Thank you, Slow-Mo Guys. Thank
Tschüss.
you, Barbara. I'm really happy.
Ich lade nochmal neu, weil du nämlich ein bisschen weiter vorne bist.
Slow-Mo Guys. Super Chat earnings from today.
From today, 100x.
To make sure that we're supplying prosthetics to children in need around the world.
Dieses Lächeln.
So that 360 living room demo and the Super Chat demo, those are just two examples of how we are working to connect people around the globe together with video. Now, I hope that what you've seen today is that the future of media is a future
Das war überhaupt nichts Besonderes,
of
Frau.
diversity. A future filled with conversations and community. And a future that works across all screens. Together with creators, viewers, and partners, we are building the platform of that future.
Naja, geht so, ne?
Thank you, IO. And please welcome
Android.
and Dave Burke joining us to talk about Android.
Ja, endlich. Guck mal, da rasten sie auch endlich alle aus. Oh, ob das Smartphone vom Android-Erfinder kommt? Ohne Rahmen? Oder sie sagen jetzt, dass es Oreo heißt. Komm, Android Oreo, easy. Heute Morgen wurde übrigens die Google Store App geändert. Und ja, das Icon hat jetzt kein Einkaufsding mehr.
Jetzt hat es einfach nur dieses Dreieck.
Ja, das ist das Play-Dreieck. 2 Billionen. Wow. Das ist krass. Wir machen ein Selfie, Andy. Das Ding heißt Andy, glaube ich. Hallo Dave Burke. Der VPI.
Warum heißt er nicht Gurke anstatt Burke?
Stopp. Hör auf mit dem Peace-Seite.
We're also seeing new momentum in areas such as TVs and cars and watches and laptops and beyond. So
ja, das ist cool. Hä? Laptop, das ist ein Chromebook.
Android Wear 2.0 launched earlier this year with a new update for Android and iPhone users. And with new partners like Emporio Armani.
Ja, das ist cool, aber meine wird nicht mehr unterstützt.
24 of the world's top watch brands. Android Auto, we had a 10x user growth since last year, supported by more than 300 car models and the Android Auto mobile app. And just this week, Audi and Volvo announced that their next generation nav systems will be powered by Android for a more seamless connected car experience. Android TV, we partnered with over 100 cable operators and hardware manufacturers around the world.
Das Shield TV hat doch auch Android TV, das ist ganz geil.
Aha. And there are more than 3,000 Android TV apps in the Play Store. This year, we're releasing a brand new launcher interface and bringing the Google Assistant to Android TV. Android Things previewed late last year, and already there are thousands of
auch das war sehr cool.
in over 60 countries using it to build connected devices with easy
Das ist sowas wie mit einem Android, mit einem Raspberry Pi oder so.
Okay.
Quasi ganz minimalistisch. Das ist auch sehr interessant. Sie wollen ja Android in Chromebooks reinpacken. Ich glaube aber, dass sie irgendwann beides mergen werden in ein OS.
Now, of course, platforms are only as good as the apps they run. the Google Play ecosystem is more vibrant than ever.
Ui.
Android users installed a staggering 80
Ja, WOPLiVE ist
billion apps
seit der letzten I.O. verfügbar.
That's 11 apps for every person on the planet. All right, so let's come back to smartphones, and the real reason I'm here is to talk about Android O.
Oh.
2 months ago, we launched our very first developer preview, so you could kick the tires on some of the new APIs. And of course, it's very much a work in progress, but you can expect the release later this summer. Today, we want to walk you through 2 themes in O that we're excited about. The first is something we call fluid experiences. It's pretty incredible what you can do in a mobile phone today and how much we rely on them as computers in our pockets. But there are still certain things that are tough to do on a small screen. So we're doing a couple of features in O that we think will help with this, which I'll cover in just a moment. The second theme is something we call vitals. And the concept here is to keep vital system behavior in a healthy state so we can maximize the user's battery, performance, and reliability. So let's jump straight in and walk through 4 new fluid experiences, demos, done wirelessly. What could possibly go wrong? All right.
What could possibly go wrong?
We do a lot at once on our phones, whether it's paying for groceries while reading a text message you just received, or looking up guitar chords while listening to a new song. But conventional multi-window techniques don't translate well to mobile. They're just too fiddly to set up with when you're on the go. We think picture-in-picture is the answer.
Ach stimmt, das haben sie schon, deswegen war in der YouTube-App kurze Zeit kein Picture-in-Picture. Weil die das jetzt quasi in Android selbst reinbauen. Bam.
Das ist cool.
You can think of it as a kind of automatic
Das ist ja echt cool.
I give it out of the way, I can launch keep, I can add some more material, so I know I need to get some wood glue, like so.
Das war der echt ein Excitement.
I just simply swipe it away like that. It's brilliant. Picture-in-picture lets you do more with your phone. It works great when video calling with Duo. For example,
stimmt, du kannst Video-Calling machen und währenddessen was raussuchen.
And there are lots of other great use cases. For example, picture-in-picture for maps navigation, or watching Netflix in the background, and a lot more. And we're also excited to see what you come up with for this.
Man könnte gleichzeitig Duo machen und Netflix zusammen gucken. Das ist wie Watch Together, nur auf dem Handy.
Android has really blazed a trail when it comes to its advanced notification system. You know, we're extending the reach of notifications with something we call notification dots. It's a new way for app developers to indicate that there's activity in their app to drive engagement. So let's take a look.
Cool, ist da.
Ja, im Chat. Ah, genau, das sind so Notification Dots, die jetzt kommen.
So if I pull down the shade, sure enough you can see there's a notification. In this case, someone's commented on a photo I'm tagged in. What's really cool is I can long press the app icon, and we now show the notification in place. One of the things I really like about the notification dot mechanism is that it works with zero effort from the app developer. We even extract the color of the dot from your icon. Oh, and you get to erase the icon by simply swiping the notification like that, so you're always in control. Another great feature in O that helps make your experience more fluid is autofill. Now, if you use Chrome, you're probably already familiar with autofill for quickly filling out a username and password or credit card information with a single tap.
Ach, das habe ich auch gesehen. Du kopierst quasi eine Nummer und gehst irgendwo anders rein und er sagt dir direkt, dass du es dorthin kopieren könntest.
Okay.
Now, because I use twitter.com all the time on Chrome, this system will automatically suggest my username. I can simply tap it, I get my password,
20 notifications.
Boom, logged in. It's pretty awesome.
Oh. Ich muss nochmal laden, weil du wieder vorne bist.
Ich bin sehr weit vorne, ja. Wahrscheinlich.
Warte mal eine Sekunde.
Once the user opts in, autofill will work for most applications. We also provide APIs for developers to customize autofill for their experience.
Das ist gut.
I want to show you one more demo of how we're making Android more fluid by improving copy and paste.
Genau das meinte ich eigentlich.
It's called smart text selection. So let's take a look. In Android, you typically long press or double tap a word to select it. For example, I can open Gmail, I can start composing, and if I double tap the word byte, it gets selected like so. Now, we know from user studies that phone numbers are the most copy and pasted items. The second most common are named entities like businesses and people and places. In O, we're applying on-device machine learning, in this case a feed-forward neural network, to recognize these more complicated entities. So watch this. I can double tap anywhere on the phrase old coffee house, and all of it is select for me. No more fiddling around with text selection handles.
Ja, das ist schon nicht schlecht.
Du musst dich mit diesen komischen Dingern rumfuchteln.
Ja, das ist immer schlimm.
Und das meinen die jetzt.
Ja.
Mit dem Maps-Ding.
Ja.
So I can get directions to it with a single click. And of course it works as you expect for phone numbers. You get the phone dialer suggested. And for email addresses, you get Gmail suggested. All of this neural networking processing happens on device in real time and without any data leaving the device. It's pretty awesome. Now, on-device machine learning helps make your phone smarter. And we want to help you build experiences like what you just saw. So we're doing two things to help. First, I'm excited to announce that we're creating a specialized version of TensorFlow, Google's open source machine learning library, which we call TensorFlow Lite. It's a library for apps designed to be fast and small, yet still enabling state-of-the-art techniques like convnets and LSTMs. Second, we're introducing a new framework in Android to hardware accelerate neural computation. TensorFlow Lite will leverage a new neural network API to tap into silicon-specific accelerators. And over time, we expect to see DSPs specifically designed for neural network inference and training. We think these new capabilities will help power a next generation of on-device speech processing, visual search, augmented reality, and more. TensorFlow Lite will soon be part of the open source TensorFlow project, and the neural network API will be made available later in an update to O this year. Okay, so that's a quick tour of some of the fluid experiences in O. Let's switch gears and talk about vitals. So to tell you more, I want to hand over to Steph, who's been instrumental in driving this project. Thank you.
Ich kenne die Musik.
Hi everyone. Okay.
Das ist aus der YouTube Library.
Talked about are cool, but we think your phone's foundations are even more important. Battery life, security, startup time, and stability. After all, if your battery dies at 4 p.m., none of the other features that Dave talked about really matter. So in O, we're investing in what we call vitals, keeping your phone secure and in a healthy state to maximize power and performance. We've invested in 3 foundational building blocks: security enhancements, OS optimizations, and tools to help developers build great apps.
So, es lädt. Warum lädt es? Stopp. Neu laden.
Developed
So.
vast mobile security services. Now,
Was?
Ich hatte gerade auch irgendwie so einen Hänger gehabt.
Flagging potentially harmful apps.
Also jetzt ist so ein Lex oder der irgendwie so sich aufgehangen hat, kurz.
Scanning every installed app on every connected device. And when we find a potentially harmful app, we disable it or remove it. Now we found users don't know these services come built in with Android devices with Play. So, for greater peace of mind, we're making them more visible and accessible, and doubling down on our commitment to security with the introduction of Google Play Protect. So here you can see Play Protect has recently scanned
macht gerade was Eigenes, glaube ich.
That's Google Play Protect. It's available out of the box on every Android device.
Der hat auch gesagt.
Second,
hat er das gesagt?
Ja, genau, das hat er gesagt und dass er noch gesagt hat, dass er war keine Ahnung.
Your boot time is now twice as fast, and we've made all apps faster by default. We did this through extensive changes to our runtime.
Alter, twice as fast boot time ist geil.
Like concurrent garbage collection and code locality. But all you really need to know is that your apps will run faster and smoother. Take Google Sheets. Aggregate performance over a bunch of common actions is now over 2 times as fast. And that's all from the OS. There are no changes to that.
Von N zu O, no.
Apps could still have a huge impact on performance. Some apps were running in the background, and they were consuming tons of system resources, especially draining battery. So in O, we're adding wise limits to background location and background execution. These boundaries put sensible limits on usage. They're protecting battery life and freeing up memory. Now, our third theme is helping developers build great apps. And here, I want to speak directly to all the developers in the audience.
Hi.
Wouldn't it be cool if Android's engineering team could show you what causes performance issues?
Ja, das wäre cool.
We've launched Play Console dashboards that analyze everything and pinpoint 6 top issues that cause battery drain, crashes, and slow UI. For each issue the app has, we show how many users are affected and provide guidance on the best way to fix. Now, imagine if developers could also have a powerful profiler to visualize what's happening inside the app. In Android Studio, we've also launched new unified profiling tools for network, memory, and CPU. So developers can now see everything on a unified timeline and then dive into each profiler. For example, on CPU, you can see every thread, you can look at the call stack and the time every call is taking, you can visualize where the CPU is going, and you can jump to the exact line of code. Okay, so that's Android Vitals.
Cool.
Also es ist halt genau wie Google Fotos, einfach mega die Erleichterung.
We're investing in your phone's foundational, security, and performance. Later today, you'll see Android's developer story from end to end. Our hard work to help developers build great apps at every stage. Writing code, tuning, launching, and growing.
Ich habe ein Motorola-Handy. Oh, one more thing.
One thing we think would be an incredible compliment to this story, and it is one thing our team has never done for developers.
Ich hätte gern Namen.
We have never added a new programming language to Android, and today we're making Kotlin an officially supported language in Android.
Was ist Kotlin? Okay, Google. Kotlin Entwicklersprache.
So, Kotlin.
Das sieht wie krass schneller aus als ich. Das heißt, ich müsste es eigentlich kennen.
It makes developers so much more productive. It is fully Android runtime compatible. It is totally interoperable with your existing code. It has fabulous IDE support. And it's mature and production ready from day one. We are also announcing our plans to partner with JetBrains, creating a foundation for Kotlin.
Eine quasi weitergedachte Version von Java.
Aha.
This new language is wonderful, but we also thought we should increase our investment in our existing languages. So we're doing that too. Please join us at the developer keynote later today to hear our story from end to end. Okay, so let's wrap up. There are tons more features in
Es ist quasi Java ohne die Probleme von Java.
Das heißt, würde Minecraft oder Kotlin laufen, würde es besser laufen als mit Java.
Wahrscheinlich, es ist präziser als Java. Es sind noch ein paar komplexe Dinge. Aber im Endeffekt ist es einfach eine verbesserte Version von Java. Oh, Background Execution, Smart Text, Downloadable Fonts stand da gerade. Du kannst Schriften installieren.
You probably thought we're done talking about Android O, but I'd like you to hear some more about Android, and from that, please welcome Samir.
Wie wär's denn, wenn ich jetzt verdammt nochmal den Namen wüsste von O? Ich würde gerne wissen, dass es Oreo heißt. Die Musik ist geil.
Hi everyone. From the beginning, Android's mission has been to bring the power of computing to everyone.
Das ist schön.
We've seen tremendous growth over the last few years.
Gib mir den Namen.
To entry-level devices in countries like Indonesia, Brazil, and India. In fact, there are now more users of Android in India than there are in the US. And every minute, 7 Brazilians come online for the first time. Now, all this progress is amazing. For those of us who have a smartphone, we intuitively understand the profound impact that computing is having on our daily lives.
Das soll wohl auch ein bisschen angehaucht von JavaScript sein. Ich muss mir das mal angucken.
Bring this technology to everyone. So we took a step back to think about what it would take to get smartphones to more people. There are a few things that are clear. Devices would need to be more affordable.
Oh, und Unterstriche als Platzhalter für Symbole und sowas. Du konntest damals nie Bilder oder so in eine Android-App packen mit einem Unterstrich im Namen. Das war einfach nicht erlaubt.
also has to be tuned for users' needs around limited data connectivity and multilingual use. We learned a lot from our past efforts here with Project Svelte and KitKat and the original Android One program. But we felt like the time was right to take our investment to the next level. So today, I'm excited to give you a sneak peek into a new experience we're building for entry-level Android devices.
Ja.
Internally, we call it Android Go.
Okay, nee.
Android Go focuses on 3 things. First, optimizing the latest release of Android to run smoothly on entry-level devices, starting with Android Go.
Wahrscheinlich ist es sowas wie Firefox OS, also für richtig die billigsten Billig-Apps, Handys.
And mobile data. And third, a version of the Play Store that contains the whole app catalog, but highlights the apps designed by all of you for the next billion users. And all 3 of these things will ship together as a single experience, starting on Android O devices with 1 GB or less of memory. Let's take a look at some of the things we're working on for Android Go.
Ja, es ist wirklich für richtig billige Handys.
For manufacturers to make more affordable entry-level devices, the prices of their components have to come down.
Stell dir vor, ein Smartphone für, weiß ich nicht, 50 Euro, 25 Euro.
Kenn ich.
Aber trotzdem Android, was richtig flüssig läuft und sowas.
With as little as 512 megabytes to 1 gigabyte of memory. Now, on-device performance is critical, but data costs and intermittent connectivity are also big challenges for users. One person put it best to me.
Das wäre für Entwicklungsländer sehr gut, wo du kein 300-Euro-Handy verkaufen kannst.
Ja. Oder für die halt wirklich nicht viel für ein Handy ausgeben wollen und auch einfach nur das zum Beispiel für Telefonieren oder vielleicht für Schreiben verwenden wollen.
Ja.
Großes damit anstellen.
But beyond the OS, the Google apps are also getting smarter about data. For example,
das sieht gut aus.
The Chrome Data Saver feature will be turned on by default. Data Saver transcodes content on the server and simplifies pages when you're on a slow connection.
Das ist auch eine sehr interessante Technik. Google nimmt eine Webseite, macht sie kleiner und dann wird dir die verbesserte Version quasi gegeben.
Okay.
Wenn du quasi eine Webseite hast, die nur 500 Pixel breit ist, aber ein Bild drin hat, das 20.000 Pixel breit ist, dann ändern die das so, dass das Bild viel kleiner ist und dann weniger Daten verbraucht.
And we're taking many of the lessons we've learned here and applying them to several of our Google apps. Let me show you some of the things I love about YouTube Go. First, there's a new preview experience.
Oh,
so you can get a sneak peek inside a video before you decide to spend your data to watch it. And when you're sure this is the video for you, you can select the streaming quality you want and see exactly how much mobile data that's going to cost you. But my favorite feature of YouTube Go is the ability to save videos while you're connected. So you can watch them later when you might not have access to data.
Das ist cool.
And if you want to share any
Das ist eine mega simplifizierte Version von YouTube, was mega gut ist.
To connect 2 of your devices together directly and share the files across without using any of your mobile data at all.
Ist das dann überhaupt Bluetooth?
Interessante Frage.
Das heißt, man könnte sich quasi ein Video runterladen und dann mit Freunden teilen. Das ist cool.
For example, Gboard now supports over 191
languages, including the recent addition of 22 Indian languages. A
transliteration feature, which allows you to spell words phonetically on a QWERTY keyboard to type in your native language script. I grew up in the US, so for any of my family that's watching, don't get too excited by the demo. I haven't learned Hindi yet, and I'm sorry, Mom. Okay. So let's say I want to send a quick note to my aunt in India. I can open up Allo, and using Gboard, I can type...
Keiner nutzt Allo. Leider. Allo ist gut, aber keiner nutzt Allo. So. Einmal richtig hinsetzen, bitte. Dankeschön. Das ist nämlich verdammt warm.
I can use the built-in Google Translate feature to say, how is this going? And seamlessly, I get Hindi script, all built right into the keyboard. My family is apparently a tough audience. All right. While the Google apps are getting Googleified, what is always
exposed
Android forward is the apps from all of you. And no surprise, many of our developer partners have optimized their apps already. So to better connect users with these experiences, we'll be highlighting them in the Play Store. One example is right here on Play's homepage. To be eligible for these new sections, we've published a set of best practices called Building for Billions, which includes recommendations we've seen make a big difference in the consumer experience. Things such as designing a useful offline state, reducing your APK size to less than 10 megabytes, and using GCM or Job Scheduler for better battery.
Weniger als 10 Megabyte, das ist echt hart.
Also in Building for Billions,
Ja. Ich habe mal eine League of Legends App gemacht, die war dann schon an der Grenze von 25 Megabyte. Und da war irgendwie kein Bild drin, das war nur Code.
We hope you can come to our developer keynote later today to learn a whole lot more. Okay, that was a quick walkthrough of some of the things coming in Android Go. Starting with Android O, all
Android O, Android Go.
Of RAM or less Go configuration. And going forward, every Android release will have a Go configuration. We'll be unveiling much more later this year, with the first devices shipping in 2018. We look forward to seeing what you'll build and how we can bring computing to the next several billion years.
Kriegen wir bitte einen Namen, das wäre super.
Next up, you'll be hearing from Clay on one of Google's newest platforms.
Bestimmt lässt es sich dann einfach nur weiter mit Android Go in Ruhe.
Oh, es kommt VR, schade. Ich hätte jetzt gern gewusst, dass es Oreo heißt.
Vielleicht kommt das auch ganz am Ende.
Thank you, Samir. So Sundar talked about how
Aber jetzt ist ja Android ganz weg als Thema. Vielleicht gibt es ja jetzt mal über Daydream. Das war auch sehr interessant.
And we see VR and AR in the same light. They enable us to experience computing just as we experience the real world. Virtual reality can be transporting. You can experience not just what it's like to see someplace, but what it's like to really be there.
Das ist geil, was ist das?
Augmented reality uses your surroundings as context and puts computing into the real world.
Ist das Project Tango?
Keine Ahnung.
Kennst du Project Tango?
Nein.
Es ist eine spezielle Tablet-App, mit der du quasi ein ganzes Haus scannen könntest oder einen Gang oder sowas. Du gehst einfach mit deinem Tablet da rum und der kann das Ganze als 3D-Modell machen.
You can play inside alternate worlds in games like virtual reality. You can see any part of our world with apps like Street View, and you can visit other worlds with apps like Hello Mars. There's already a great selection of Daydream phones.
Virtual reality.
First, I'm pleased that LG's next flagship phone, which launches later this year, will support Daydream. And there's another. I'm excited to announce that the Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus will add Daydream support this summer with a software update. So Samsung, of course, they make many of the most popular phones in the world, and we're delighted to have them supporting Daydream. So great momentum in Daydream's first 6 months.
Das ist ja irgendwie ein bisschen klar.
So with Daydream, we showed that you can create high-quality mobile VR experiences with just
Deren VR-Brille sieht so geil aus.
And there are a lot of nice things about smartphone VR. It's easy. There aren't a bunch of cables and things to fuss with. You can choose from a bunch of great compatible phones. And of course, it's portable. You can throw your headset in a bag. We asked, how can we take the best parts of smartphone VR and create a kind of device with an even better experience?
Nein.
Well, I'm excited to announce that an entirely new kind of VR device is coming to Daydream, what we call standalone VR headsets.
Oh.
And we're working with partners to make them.
Das ist interessant.
What's a standalone headset? Well, the idea is you have everything you need for VR built right into the headset itself. There's no cables, no phone, and certainly no big PC. And the whole device is designed just for VR. And that's cool for a couple of reasons. First, it's easy to use. Getting into VR is as easy as picking the thing up.
Ich glaube, so ein Ding würde ich mir sogar holen.
And second, presence. And by that, I mean really feeling like you're there. By building every part of the device specifically for VR, we've been able to optimize everything. The displays, the optics, the sensors, all to deliver a stronger sense of being transported. And nothing heightens the feeling of presence like precise tracking, how the headset tracks your movement. And we've dramatically improved tracking with a technology that we call WorldSense. So WorldSense enables what's known as positional tracking. With it, your view in the virtual world exactly matches your movement in the real world. And it works by using a handful of sensors on the device that look out into your surroundings. And that means it works anywhere. There's no setup, there's no cameras to install, and with it, you really feel like you're there.
Das ist ganz clever.
Now, just as we did Daydream Ready
Im Gegensatz zu zum Beispiel HTC Vive.
standalone headsets, working with partners to build some great devices.
Gib mir so eins.
To start, we worked with Qualcomm to create a Daydream
Für irgendwie
standalone
100,
headset
200
reference
Euro,
design,
komm.
a sort of device blueprint that partners can build from. And we're working closely with two amazing consumer electronics companies to build the first headsets. First, HTC, the company that made the Vive. We're excited about it too. They're a leader in VR, and we're delighted to be working with them.
Aber jetzt bin ich ein bisschen weiter vorne.
And second, Lenovo. We've been partners for years working
Jetzt kommt Lenovo.
Tango, and now we're excited to work with them on VR. These devices will start to come to market later this year. So that's the update on VR. Great momentum with apps, more Daydream-ready phones on the way, and a new category of devices that we think. So let's turn to augmented reality.
Jetzt geht's zu AR.
To the idea of AR last year with Pokemon Go. The app gave us a glimpse of AR, and it showed us just how cool it can be to have digital objects show up in our world. Well, we've been working in this space since 2013 with Tango, a sensing technology that enables devices to understand space more like we do. 2 years ago, in 2015, we released a developer kit. And last year, we shipped the first consumer-ready Tango phone.
Da ist Tango.
And I'm excited to announce that the second generation Tango phone, the Asus Zenfone AR, will go on sale this summer. Now, looking at the slides, you may notice a trend. The devices are getting smaller, and you can imagine far more devices having this capability in the future. It's been awesome to see what developers
Kannst du es wieder sehen?
technology. And one thing we've seen is that AR is most
Da,
powerful
das ist geil.
when it's tightly coupled to the real world, and the more precisely, the better. That's why we've been working with the Google Maps team on a service that can give devices
Das ist so
access
quasi
to
so ein
very
bisschen
precise locations
Microsoft HoloLens mäßig.
indoors.
Ja.
It's kind of like GPS, but instead of talking to satellites to figure out where it is, your phone looks for distinct visual features in the environment, and it triangulates with those. So you have GPS. We call this VPS, Google's Visual Positioning Service. And we think it's going to be incredibly useful in a whole bunch of places. For example, imagine you're at Lowe's, a home improvement store that has basically everything. And if you've been there, you know
Hör mal, wer da
it's
hämmert.
really big. And we've all had that moment when you're struggling to find that one weird random screwdriver thing. Well, imagine in the future, your phone could just take you to that exact screwdriver and point it out to you on the shelf. Turns out we can do this with VPS. Let me show you how. And this is working today. So here we are walking down an aisle at Lowe's, and the phone will find these key visual feature points, which you can see there in yellow. By comparing
Ja, Steuerung F in Real Life. Endlich.
colorful dots in the back, the phone can figure out exactly where it is in space down to within a few centimeters. So GPS can get you to the door, and then VPS can get you to the exact item that you're looking for. Further out,
Es ist wie Suchen im echten Leben. Ich liebe es.
Das ist halt echt geil.
What this technology could mean to people with impaired vision, for example. VPS in an audio-based interface could transform how they make their way through the world.
Für Blinde ist das bestimmt auch sehr interessant.
So many things that Google is good at: mapping, computer vision, distributed computing, and we think precise location will be critical for camera-based interfaces. So VPS will be one of the core capabilities of Google Lens. We're really excited about the possibilities here.
Ich auch.
So last thing I wanted to share is something that we've been working on that brings many of these capabilities together in a really important area, and that's education. 2 years ago, we launched Expeditions, which is a tool for teachers to take their classes on virtual reality field trips, and 2 million students have used it. Today, we're excited to announce that we're adding a new capability to Expeditions, AR mode, which enables kind of the ultimate show and tell right in the classroom. If you could roll the video, please.
All right, who wants to see a volcano? 3, 2,
Ja.
1.
Alter. Das war sehr hochauflösend. Sie haben alle Selfie-Sticks.
Ja.
learning about DNA and genes, things that we can't see. And so the most exciting thing for me with the AR technology was that I could see kids get an aha moment that I couldn't get by just
Das
irgendwie.
Ich will sowas in Deutschland. Warum ist unser scheiß Schulsystem so scheiße schlecht? Das würde mega... Das würde quasi alles revolutionieren eigentlich.
I got to see where the alveoli branched off, and I could look inside them and see how everything worked, which I never saw before, and it was really, really cool.
We're just delighted with the response we're seeing so far, and we'll be rolling this out later in the year. So, VR and AR, two different flavors of what you might call immersive computing.
Das ist Google Maps, glaube ich, im Hintergrund.
We think that's a big idea.
Dieses 3D-Ding von Google Maps.
At a time we see VR and AR changing how we work and play, live and learn. And all that I talked about here, these are just the first steps. But we can see where all of this goes, and we're incredibly excited about what's ahead. Thanks so much. Back to Sundar.
Tschüss.
We wanted to make machine learning an open source project so that everyone outside of Google could use the same system we're using inside Google.
Das habe ich gesehen mit Songs. Da hat eine Maschine, eine Maschine hat einen Beat gemacht, die andere hat einen Rap-Text gemacht. Cool. Und das hat sich mega gut angehört. Ah, yo! Ich sehe das gerade. Autofilm Colorize.
Ja.
Das ist natürlich... So eine Maschine kann natürlich sagen, wie so ein Brokkoli aussieht. Und kann das dann dazu packen.
Ja.
Daran habe ich gar nicht gedacht, an dieses Anwendungsfeld.
It's incredible when you open source platform and you see what people can do on top of it. We're really excited about the momentum behind TensorFlow. It's already the most popular ML repository on GitHub, and we're going to push it further. We're also announcing the TensorFlow Research Cloud. We are giving away 1,000 cloud TPUs, which is 180 petaflops of computing, to academics and researchers for free, so that they can do more stuff with it. I'm always amazed by the stories I hear from developers when I meet them. I want to highlight one young developer today, Abu Qadir from Chicago. He's used TensorFlow to help improve health for everyone. Let's take a look.
Ja, wenn man in Amerika ist, dann muss nämlich so ein komischer Student Healthcare besser machen.
I am a high school student, 17 years old.
Der ist 17 und hat bessere Sachen gemacht als ich. Ich hasse mein Leben.
That's a really cool thing about the internet is that someone's already doing it, so you can just YouTube it and it's right there. The minute I really saw what machine learning can do, it kind of like.
Ich meine, der Typ ist 17 und hat Maschinenlehre gemacht. Mit 17 habe ich nicht mal WOPLiVE gemacht. Das mache ich gerade mit fast 20. Das ist doch keine Relation. Wurden die auch von einer Maschine colorized?
Wahrscheinlich ist die ganze Erde durch eine Maschine entstanden.
Ja, jeder weiß doch, dass die Vergangenheit schwarz-weiß war.
Natürlich.
Mammograms are the cheapest imaging format there is. It's the most accessible to people all around the world. But one of the biggest problems that we see in breast cancer is misdiagnosis. So I decided I was going to build a system for early detection of breast cancer tumors.
Mal eben so an einem Wochenende.
That's more accurate. How was I going to do it? Machine learning. The biggest, most extensive research.
Das ist das Problem bei solchen Trailern. Sie sagen, wie habe ich es gemacht? Ja, Machine Learning. Ja, aber was denn? Ja, Machine Learning.
Ja. Eventually, I wrote a whole system that can help radiologists make their decisions. I'm by no means a wizard at machine learning. I'm completely self-taught. I'm in high school. I YouTubed and just found my way through it.
YouTube sollte verboten werden als Satz.
I have a groundbreaking idea, or that kid in Somalia. You don't know that they have these ideas, but if you can open source your tools, you can give them a little bit of hope that they can actually conquer what they're thinking of.
Ich meine, das ist ziemlich gut, was er gemacht hat, ne?
Ja.
Ah, er ist da. Hallo. Hallo, Abu.
Mensch, der ist er ja.
Enjoy IO. We've been talking about machine learning in terms of how it'll power new experiences and research. But it's also important we think about how this technology can have an
Eigentlich bis 21 Uhr. Nee, gar nicht wahr, laut App bis 20:30 Uhr.
46% of US employers say they face talent shortages and have issues filling open jobs.
Also laut der App ist die Sitzung beendet. Aber ich glaube, das ist jetzt auch das Schlusswort. Ich kann es bewerten. Mittel.
Just like we focused our contributions to teachers and students through Google for Education, we want to better connect employers and job seekers through a new initiative, Google for Jobs. Google for Jobs is our commitment to use our products to help people find work. It's a complex, multifaceted problem, but we've been investing a lot over the
Ach, das ist die Jobplattform, die sie gerade geplant haben.
Last November,
Google macht einfach alles, was andere Firmen versucht haben, nur besser.
Fully end-to-end pre-trained vertical machine learning model through Google Cloud, which we give to employers.
Du kannst dann mit Google Home eine eigene Bewerbung machen. Okay, Google.
Okay, Google.
Schick eine Bewerbung an die Firma.
Okay, Google, suche mir den Job. Nein, nicht Google, bitte. Mein Google hat sich geöffnet. Hab mir nach einem Job gesucht, ich hab doch schon einen. Jetzt muss ich wohl doch leider kündigen.
Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Suche nach einem tollen Job in der Nähe.
Or what kind of job you're looking for, you can find the job
Suche nach dem tollen Job in der Nähe. Ja, danke.
Ja gut, er kann halt kein Koreanisch.
Leck mich.
Including jobs
okay,
that traditionally been much harder to search and classify.
Okay, Google. Suche nach einem ganz tollen Job in der Nähe.
To do this well, we have worked with many partners.
Suche nach einem ganz tollen Job in der Nähe.
Sag ich ja, du sollst nur vernünftig reden.
So let's take a look at how it works. Let's say you're come to Google and you start searching for
Suche einen tollen Job in der Nähe.
We understand that you can scroll down and click into this immersive experience and we immediately start showing the most relevant jobs for you.
Schick mich eine weiter zur Seite, wo ich nach Jobs suchen kann.
And as you can see, you can drill down easily.
Also brauche ich es.
I want to look at jobs which are posted in the past 3 days.
Was ist los?
So you can do that.
Das schickt Google sucht dann nur nach Webseiten, wo ich mich nach Jobs suchen kann.
Nee, das sind die richtigen Einträge von...
Nein, ich meine jetzt hier, was ich gerade gemacht habe.
Ach so. Ist ganz schön clever, dass man es detaillieren kann. Oh, Job Alerts. Das ist auch sehr interessant, was da oben ist. Wenn man Job frei wird in der Nähe, dann go for it.
It turns out to be an important criteria for many people, and we'll soon add a filter for that as well. And if you find something that's of interest to you, so maybe the retail position in draws, and you can click on it, and you end up going to it right away, and you're one click away. You can scroll through, find more information if you want, and you're one click away from clicking and applying there.
One click away from clicking.
It's a powerful tool. We are addressing jobs of every skill level and experience level, and we are committed to making these tools work for everyone. As part of building it, we literally talk to hundreds of people. So whether you're in a community college looking for a barista job, a teacher who's relocating across the country and you want teaching jobs, or someone who's looking for work in construction, the product should do a great job of bringing that information to you. We are rolling this out in the US in the coming weeks, and then we are going to expand it to more countries in the future.
Deutschland.
I'm personally enthusiastic for this initiative because it addresses an important need and taps our company from
Wer lebt überhaupt in Österreich?
To AI and machine learning.
Das ist eine gute Frage.
It's been a busy morning You know, we've talked about this important shift from a mobile-first to an AI-first world. And we are driving it forward across all our products and platforms so that all of you can build powerful experiences for new users everywhere. It'll take all of us working together to bring the benefits of technology to everyone. I believe we are on the verge of solving some of the most important problems we face. That's our hope. Let's do it together. Thanks for your time today and enjoy Google I/O.
Danke, Sundai.
Hey! Das war Google I/O 2017.
War relativ viel dabei tatsächlich.
Ja, aber auf jeden Fall sehr viel Cooles eingebaut.
Oh, da ist jemand cool am Abdancen. Es sind sehr interessante Sachen dabei. Natürlich, wie erwartet, sehr entwicklerorientiert. Ist ja auch eine Entwicklerkonferenz. Trotzdem sehr viel für normale Leute. Audio powered by Android. Ja, sag bloß. Lunch is available in the concourse. Okay, esse. Gefiel mir tatsächlich. Auch wenn man guckt, es war jetzt nicht so viel Konkretes dabei, aber die Technik allein macht es, wie ich finde, cool. So, jetzt ist das Ding hier kaputt, deswegen werde ich fix das Ganze switchen.
Weißt du, jetzt, wo sie vielleicht umgeschaltet haben, sollte jetzt der beste Bibi kommen. Das ist ja jetzt der perfekte Teil.
Jetzt sollte Bibi kommen, das ist korrekt. Und währenddessen muss ich noch... So, Musik, wo haben wir Musik? Ich fand, dass die ganze Machine Learning Sache, ne? Die macht Google richtig geil und die wird noch richtig groß werden. Was war denn für dich so das Geilste?
Also Google Lens auf jeden Fall. Das war schon mal nicht schlecht. Auch was über die Google Assistenten zum Beispiel war auch nicht schlecht. Halt mehr so diese Apps so. Jetzt nicht mehr so die Technik. Ja, halt so ungefähr.
Also ich fand das Geilste war tatsächlich, hier, wo sie Project Tango angekündigt haben und wo du dann quasi, dass die Geräte kleiner werden, dass dieses AR wirklich verbessert wird, dass du ein wirkliches Suchen im echten Leben hast.
Ja.
Ich habe schon so oft gesagt, irgendwie du kannst beim Computer, kannst du auf Windows klicken, sagst dann, okay, ich will gerne Bilder und dann hast du dann Bilder da oder ich hätte gern das und dann hast du das da. Und wie geil es wäre, wenn du in den Laden reingehst und sagst, ja, ich hätte gern Bilou und dann zeigt dir, wo das ist. Und dass wir so langsam an den Punkt kommen, wo wir sowas ausprobieren können, dass sowas vernünftig funktionieren könnte. Das ist geil.
Ja. Das ist es.
Ich würde dann sagen, das war's vom Google I/O Stream von uns. Wir hoffen, es hat euch soweit gefallen und wir würden uns dann in einem nächsten Video sehen.
Ja, die Google Lens einfach halt wirklich mit das Geiste.
Google Lens. Tschüss.
Tschüss. Natürlich jetzt auch ein bisschen abwarten. Das ist Stream vorbei.